being rich, I will say.
Oh, there's three.
There's three. One, and it's only fun because I get to compare it to the brokey days, is eating whatever I want. And I know that sounds stupid, but like going into a restaurant and going, I want all four of those things. That sounds good. Give me all four, and having a little bit of each one and then fucking it off. Just having thousands of pounds bills of food. That's the first thing that's cool. The second thing that is absolutely and utterly a life hack is time travel, is private jets. I could not go back to flying normally. It changes, private jets change the world.
How much does it cost when you go on a plane?
If I fly from London to Bucharest, 40 grand.
Okay, so it's not crazy.
It's not crazy, but like I do it 2 or 3 times a week or 2 times a month. I spend $500,000 a month on jets probably. Because it allows you to time travel.
Do you plan to buy your own jet?
There's advantages and disadvantages to that. I was thinking about doing it, but truthfully, a lot of the time, especially in the summer, I drive around Europe, right? So if I drive from Bucharest to Switzerland, now I've got to fly my plane empty there and find staff, and it's easier just to get to charter one.
Yeah.
But the reason private jets are cool is because they're time travel, because you remove all the bullshit either end with the airport. So what I'll often do, like I left my house at 9:01 this morning. I remember seeing 9:01. I drove to the airport, private terminal, 9:15 I got there. There was nobody in there, so 3 minutes through to passport, security, everything. I was on the jet by 9:20. And then, because there's a 2-hour time difference, I landed in England at 10:30.
That's crazy.
I left my house at 9, I'm in England by 10.
Convenience, speed.
Yeah, so if this interview ends now and I decide I want to go home, I can make a phone call and I can be home in time for bed. It's a 2 or 2.5 hour flight to Bucharest, but it takes 2.5 hours to get out of central London in a car most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's like a time travel.
Yeah.
So jets are super cool because they're time travel, because the number of times I've gone to 4 countries in a day, boom, interview, boom, 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 boom. I go Czech Republic, Warsaw, Germany, Austria in a day, jet, bang, bang, bang. That's cool. Food's cool, private jets are cool. And the only other thing that's really cool is you realize that the rich people of the world have done very good in convincing the poor people of the world that rich people aren't happy.
Yeah.
They've done a great job of that.
So true.
They say, oh, he's rich, but he's probably miserable.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he give his money away then? You ever seen a rich person give all their money away? I haven't. Have you? I mean, and if he is miserable, the money's not making him miserable. Like, maybe it's something else. Of course, money can't buy happiness. I agree. But money is the third most important thing in the world. First is your health, because you have nothing if you're going to die. Second is your relationships, because you need love and family. That matters the most. But money can buy everything else. So money's the third most important thing. But using your money to have relationships and friendships are amazing for me. I think that knowing I have friends who live in Japan, but we can say, fuck it, let's meet up. Or let's meet up. Oh, you're in Japan? Okay, cool. Maldives. Bang, boom. That's cool.
Yeah.
The money allows you to be closer to people. I have more friends because I'm rich, not less. I have more friends. I have better relationships. I think a lot of people who argue, you're saying your marriage is fantastic. That's good. I think a lot of marriage arguments are about money.
Yeah, it's true.
I think a lot of them are.
Yeah.
So people say, oh, he's rich, but he's not happy. I bet if you were rich, you'd have a better relationship with your woman. I bet you'd have a less stressful time at home. You'd have more friends. Like it's amazing for relationships. That's the coolest thing about it.
That's one of the reasons why I probably haven't argued. Because even though I wasn't rich, I was still worth $500,000. I was doing okay.
Completely.
And then we've not been short of money.
It's just another source of stress, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So it's another thing not to worry about.
Yeah. Talk to me about this then, man. Because when I went to Beverly Hills, I hired some supercars.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a massive car guy.
Okay.
So I got like a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Had it for about a week. Then I got a Ferrari. And personally, I know you love driving fast and that.
Yeah.
The speed bumps, going to the cinema, going to the car park, I couldn't even reach out to get out the car. I was just like, this is crap.
Yeah.
When I got back, I was just enjoying my Range Rover.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's an acquired.
No, it depends on the country. In America, for sure, I agree with you. In America, I wouldn't even have cars.
Another thing is this, sorry to cut you.
Sure.
Like when we last met.
Yeah.
Your car, bro.
It's true.
Like you literally.
I had a brand new.
I had to pick you up in my Range Rover.
I know. I had a brand new limited edition 1,100 horsepower Porsche and it wouldn't start.
But it wouldn't start. Right. And then literally you were messing around, faffing around, and I'm thinking, you know what, I can't be doing with this. I want my big fat Range that massages me and has a fridge in it. I'm done.
Well, I have both. I have a Range too. I have a Range too. But no, you're right. But everything that's beautiful in life comes with headache. It's kind of like sometimes my cars mess up and they're headache, and I try and explain it like if you get a beautiful girlfriend, sometimes she's headache. You get a beautiful car, sometimes it's headache. Yeah. That's life, right? But they're a hobby now. But Romania and Europe, I think, is beautiful to drive in. And maybe it comes back into that old story of me seeing the guy in the Ferrari. It's kind of funny. I have another similar story, probably the last story I'll tell. I told about the Ferrari driving past me in college. I'll give you another story. I was selling TV advertising, and I had a meeting in Seven Oaks, Kent, on a Monday morning to go down to sell television advertising. And on Sunday afternoon, I was eating in Nando's in Luton, in the Galaxy Center, and I watched a van. I watched it happen. I was eating, and I saw a van just reversing, and I just watched it reverse into my car. I was like, you're fucking kidding me. I went out there, he gave me insurance details, whatever, but the front of my car is messed up now, yeah? But I had this meeting, so I had to drive this busted BMW down to this meeting. And I just thought, I'll park far away so the guy doesn't see my broken car. Because I'm selling something prestigious. TV advertising is expensive, it's prestige, you can't go. It's not anymore, but it was back then. So I'm driving my broken BMW, I get to Kent, just went along the M25, whatever. And I'm sitting there at the traffic lights at about 10 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, and this Aston Martin pulls up next to me with the roof down. And it had a Swedish number plate, Sweden. And it was a guy and this blonde chick, and they were blaring music. And I was sitting there in my BMW with a broken front, and I kind of didn't want to give him I didn't want to look because I wanted to make him feel good. But I kind of glanced and I thought, this prick, he's from Sweden. Why is he in Kent? Where did he come from? It's Tuesday, he's listening to music, he's got this hot chick. He ain't going to work. What's he doing? And here I am doing this broken car. Anyway, I went to the meeting, didn't even get the deal, blah, 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 long story short. Maybe that's kind of like world going full circle, because now I drive through Romania.
Yeah.
And I have a hot chick next to me in my Lambo or my Bugatti or my Ferrari, whatever. And the Romanian kid looks at me and goes, how's this English guy in this Lamborghini with this hot chick? He ain't going to work. It's kind of like the world's like, I'm now him.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool from that perspective. Maybe that's why I love cars. I don't know. A lot of my stories on me realizing how the matrix needs to be broken were semi-related to cars, because when you start seeing a car the price of a house, and then you start seeing people with 30 of them, that's got to wake you up. That's got to wake you up. That I try and say this to people. Let's imagine, what's a good wage in England? 100 grand a year?
100 grand, yeah.
100 grand a year, good wage, yeah? What's on 100 grand, what you paying, 40 or 50% tax?
Probably about 40%.
Okay, so let's say you're getting 60 grand a year. Let's imagine you're earning 100 grand a year. You're successful inside of the matrix. You're a successful slave. You make 60 grand a year. Let's imagine you can live for free, eat for free, you walk to work, you never buy clothes. Let's imagine you save 100% of your money, 60 grand each year. I don't want to do the math off the top of my head, but my Bugatti was 5.2. What is that? Is that like 90 years?
It's a lifetime of saving.
That's a lifetime of slave work without spending a penny ever once. To by the time you're a fucking geriatric and can't function, you might be able to buy one of my 30 cars. If that does not tell you the matrix must be cracked and there's other ways to make money, then nothing fucking will.
Yeah.
Because if you think you're just going to work your way to the top and just stick to the rules, you're a dummy. No, you won't. You need to find modern wealth creation methods. You need to hack real estate like you've obviously done. I teach how to do it my way inside of Hustlers University, which is on CobraTape.com. Or you need a strong network. You can't just be sitting here thinking, it'll just happen one day, because no, it fucking will not, because you're competing against men like me, and we're taking it all.
What was it that made you agree to sit down with myself?